Border Barrel's back for a special episode. If you haven't already realised, we're doing Oktoberfest. We got the boys over there. The buddy Hutto's cooked up a feast.
Yeah.
Jeez, Kransky.
Kratzy's wearing Cass's hat over there. So, yeah, it's good fun. But, yeah, we're going to do something a little bit different today. Burnley Brewing came out with an Oktoberfest pack, and we thought it would be rude not to, I believe the phrase is, that the kids use. So, I'm going to get stuck into there. But what have you got on the menu over there?
Pork kranskys filled with cheese. Some potatoes that I made with some seasoning.
Okay, very good.
And then some sauerkraut and some red cabbage.
Yeah, nice.
And then for the main course, in about 20 minutes' time, I think there is a pork knuckle that's finishing.
Oh, my God.
We were unaware of this.
Yes, we were unaware of this, and I had a couple of pies at home for a game.
Couple of pints.
Yeah, no, not a couple of pints. Jesus, no. It's a pretty big pack here today that we're going to test out. But I think this is cool because I've had a few German beers from time to time, but never done this sort of comparison, and it'll be good to learn a little bit more. So, yeah, bloody looking forward to it. Hard, what do you got for us? Because this was your sort of thing, I think.
Well, no, when you guys... Because the reason we're doing Oktoberfest special is obviously Oktoberfest is on, but it is our 50th Beercast.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
forgot
there you
about
go.
that bit.
Yeah, that would have been good.
So, yeah, thought we'd do something a bit different to the usual 3-beer spread. So, yeah, went Burnley Brewing, and conveniently they do a Oktoberfest pack of 8 beers today. It's their 5th pack, and they sent a little card in the box.
Cute.
Is it in German?
There's a couple of words in German.
You're not too bad with this, so that should be
Zusammenarbeiten, I believe it's pronounced. This is Oktoberfest theme embodies working together. So that's the translation. We've collaborated with renowned breweries to craft 6 extraordinary beers with 2 pure Burnley creations to complement. Discover 8 meticulously brewed German-style selections upholding the revered Reinheitsgebot, German purity law.
Yeah.
Our dedication to quality means exclusively water, hops, malt and yeast are used, ensuring an authentic taste. Notably, the Leipziger Goes introduces a unique twist with salt, permitted throughout a Reinheitsgebot exemption.
Oh, very good.
Oh, I'm going to amend the Constitution. Oh,
Thank
my
you
goodness.
for purchasing
I haven't had a beer yet.
Zusammenarbeiten. We sincerely hope you enjoy every drop. It's crazy because there were English words in there that were harder to get out than the 2 German.
There you go. No,
You said the German word's better than I said the English word for Constitution.
Yeah, and you're wearing Constitution on your chin there a bit. Yeah, there it is. There it's gone.
It's a sausage.
Oh, no.
You got a bit of sausage on your chin.
sausage on your chin. Well, yeah.
Mad Monday was last week.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no, it's bloody today. Yeah, good stuff. All right. What are we doing? We're cracking one. What
Yep.
have we got first up?
So, Simo messaged Burnley, and thanks to Burnley for getting back to us. I, as you obviously heard with my poor reading skills, I couldn't decipher the message of the drinking order that well. So I've just gone what is a standard, or the average IBU for each style of beer, and we're just going from lowest to highest.
Yep. Cool.
Which we've been doing for the last few pods. So first up is the Leipziger Goes, salted sour.
Nice.
So this one was done with Sailor's Grave Brewing.
Sick logo on Sailor's Grave. We never had them on the pod before.
Are they Adelaide?
I really liked them.
Sorry.
I didn't look at this. Hold on. Sailor's Grave, Orbost, Victoria.
Okay, cool.
So Orbost is...
Inland would be odd.
It's
Oh, what?
out
Cool.
near... Where could I say that is? Lake's Entrance.
Oh.
So that's that area.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, what was I reading? The can.
Yes.
So, beginning in the 13th century, this wheat beer delicately balances tartness, saltiness, and hints of lemon and citrus. Originally from Leipzig, this is 4.5% ABV. So, all cans today are in 440s, by the way, as well.
Oh, big. I thought they were 375s too.
No,
so that's
no.
a pleasant surprise.
8 big dogs.
Farewell.
So, yeah, ingredients: water, wheat, barley, hops, salt bush, as opposed to nut bush.
Yeah.
Salt, yeast, coriander, mixed citrus zest, and juice.
Okay, cool. Looking forward to this, yeah. Tap
Bit
of
of coriander,
approval.
some Mexican German fusion,
Aye.
which was what I presented at my grand final party as of recently. Some kranskys and some bloody tacos.
There you go. How
Mexican
good.
German fusion.
Mexican at German fusion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks like a goza.
I highly recommend it.
Smells
Now,
like a goza.
Goza goes.
Goza, wasn't it?
I think Larry from Akasha said goza,
Okay.
but we don't know.
Well, then
I've heard it.
I'll say goza because I reckon I've been saying goes this whole time.
Yeah, it's all right. But it's not a gose.
No, it's definitely not gose.
It's not a gose.
That's reserved for wine drinkers.
Oh, this smells good, but I've still got that nose hair.
Well, shave it.
Well, but like I've
I didn't make you keep it.
I've been plucking it, but it's obviously the wrong one. I just don't know how it lives.
That nose hair, does it protest?
Yeah, well, it must. It must. It's got a mind of its own. Smells good. What do you reckon, Gratz?
What a start.
Yeah.
You really taste the salt bush.
Real. It's very tart.
You actually do taste the salt
So
bush,
tart.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
Mind you.
It is very tart. Oh, yeah, we are still, even though it is a special, we are going to score the beers.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
please have one more look at the can art? I just can't reach it. Thank you. Oh.
Oh,
Well,
Look,
all right, so
that.
I got a bit of info on a Leipziger Goza.
Yeah, cool. So that's a specific style.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah,
cool.
and it's one of the exemptions from the Reinheitsgebot, which is the German, this is the German purity law. So it's like the 4 ingredients and only the 4 ingredients in each of the beers that we've got today, except for this one. So ChatGPT told me a Leipziger Goza is a traditional German sour wheat beer originating from Leipzig, Germany. It is characterized by its tart and refreshing sourness, subtle saltiness, and a hint of coriander,
Yeah.
all of which combine to create a unique and balanced flavor profile. This historic beer style typically has a low alcohol content, a slightly cloudy appearance, and a rich heritage dating back centuries. Leipziger Goza has experienced a resurgence in popularity among craft brewers, making it a sought-after choice for those who enjoy sour and salty beer styles with a touch of herbal complexity.
You know what? There's a lot of people that not beer drinkers and say, I just don't like beer, it's a bit beery, whatever. That's a common one.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
People that don't like beer, like, I'll try it, and
It's
it's always
always
a bit beery.
Yeah.
I think that most people that just enjoy a nice drink could enjoy this.
Yeah, yeah. It's because I think the key word in amongst all of that is refreshing, and it is
Yeah.
bloody. It's really refreshing.
But the
It's
tartness
really nice.
adds like a sort of sweetness that isn't like a... You know, we have something that's too sweet and say
Yeah.
it's too sweet, but it's not that.
Yeah.
Like the tartness has a bit of a depth sort of richness to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's bloody delicious.
Yeah, no, it's really
Fantastic.
nice.
What a
it's really
start.
nice. Yeah, it's one. Yeah, it's probably one of the better ones
I've
I've
given it a
had.
4.5 for as advertised as well.
Really,
Big-
straight up.
Big high score for as
yeah,
advertised.
fair enough.
I don't have enough room to write with all the food.
Would you like a sausage, Simon?
I
Sorry,
would.
Kransky.
Jump in.
Can I just?
Yeah. Where's your fork? Oh.
Oh, fork. Yes, I was grabbing for the fork. Yum.
Are you going to have some sauerkraut with it?
We're a real mukbang podcast now.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, thanks to Murray River Smokehouse. You'll find them on Young Street or in Harris Farm Markets, also on Young Street, if you're a border local.
Awesome bunch of people. I don't know his name, but the bloke that works over at the Harris Farm one, he's such a bloke. He's such
He
a,
loves it.
He loves
I've never
it.
met
He lo-
someone that loves
Yeah.
what they do.
He loves the
that
products. He loves he loves working there. It's great. He's a great dude.
And he's got the best description for why all his meat tastes good.
Doesn't have any shit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And it's exactly
Quote.
right. Yeah.
Quote.
Also, this might come back to haunt me if I go over for my lunch and there's none left because I've given out the tip. But best value lunch in town.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The big focaccia style roll, huge with all their smoked ham and cheese and tomato, $8.50. Mm-hmm. Crazy. There's another place nearby that still does nice sandwiches, of course. Same size sandwich for $16.
Yeah, but it's not as good either.
And not as good.
Middle of bread, eat 'em cheese, bloody get it in ya. Hey? So good.
No shit in it.
No shit in it.
Now, so for value, we're going to have to do it in a way. So the pack was 16 beers, so 2 of each of the 8 beers. So obviously we've got 8 beers, so we'll halve it. So it's, and then each beer we'll find a price by dividing the half by 8. Okay. So that comes out to $6.88.
But that
roughly per can.
Value $600 out of 5.
Yeah. So I preface this by saying it's just 5s. All 8 beers will be 5. Mm-hmm. Because this is the lightest at 5, and it's only getting heavier from there.
There's a fair chance we're going to have a 4.5% goes that just leap up the board.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, it's because it's a very nice beer.
And it's fantastic, but I wouldn't have expected it.
Goes well with the food.
And goes as well.
Having a little degustation here.
Bloody hell.
Now, Hutto, you have been to Oktoberfest.
Yes.
As have I. I think we had very polarising
well,
trips.
you were present at Oktoberfest, but didn't really experience Oktoberfest.
No, I called it Oktoberfest.
It was almost like you went to where Oktoberfest is, but a month before they actually have the event. Like you were just in a field, and you were like, "Cool, yeah, this is where it happens."
So basically, everyone's probably heard the saying, "Couldn't organise a root in a brothel." Like I was the guy that couldn't organise a beer at Oktoberfest, but apparently for the last weekend of Oktoberfest, you are allowed to book tables. Notoriously, you can't for the rest of the time, but you can only be served by a beer wench. You can't just go up to the bar and get one. They come to the table and they take the order. And here's your stein, cool, done. You sit there for the day. Everyone has a grand old time, which my wife had done. And we went back in 2016.
Yep.
My first experience. Got there. You could reserve tables, so we couldn't find a seat. But you can't be served unless you're seated at a table. Finally, after looking for about half an hour through a bunch of different tents, we finally found one, sat down. She came up, I'm like, 2 steins, please. And she said, this table is reserved for someone else in half an hour. You don't have time to drink it. I'm not getting you one. And she left.
Oh, my goodness. That is
awful.
awful.
You have not seen how quickly I can drink.
Yeah. So it left pretty sad, pretty angry.
Yeah. No, that's pretty upsetting.
And just went back to because it's a big festival feel through all of Munich at that time. Everywhere's doing steins anyway, so I just went back to the hostel and just got on it there.
Yeah, but still
disappointing.
Yeah, you would be disappointed.
Couldn't get a beer at Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's a new saying, surely.
Or Hutto, give us the lowdown on your experience.
So it was in my gap year. So I was a 19-year-old young man, fresh out of school, coming off a very big knee surgery. So you went over to Europe for, I think I was over there for like 3 or 4 months by the end of it all. Yeah, went to Oktoberfest through Busabout we booked. So this was Grazzi's downfall, is you kind of just went, let's go get beer. We were like, nah, we're getting Busabout. So it was like you go to this big field and they've just got tents set up.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is your tent, sweet. Bus leaves at 8 a.m, get on it, we're going there. And they're like, here's the table for everyone that's booked through Busabout.
Okay, that was the difference. Right.
So got in there and just, drunk a bunch of beers for 3 days and never once had a hangover.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's because of the Reinheitsgebot, the purity. It's just, it doesn't have any of that added shit.
No preservatives or anything like that.
It's made by the guy from Mo River Smokehouse. There's no shit in it.
No bloody shit in it.
So, you wake up after just absolutely going crazy on beer and you're like, oh, cool. So I just drank so much water yesterday.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's awesome.
But yeah, it's awesome. So we went to the Hofbrauhaus tent and the starts with I can't remember.
Something Swison, I'm sure.
Yeah, something like that. Auschbier, I don't know, something or other. But yeah, it's cool. They got like the Oompa bands, like the big brass bands go on.
Cool.
And they play their traditional music, and then it gets to like 8 or 7 p.m. when everyone's like absolutely blotto, and they start playing like top 40 songs in their style.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
It's fantastic. And yeah, because you're like just ripped.
Yeah, I noticed that's probably been carried through to Gabs. I noticed they've got the bands that go around as well.
But yeah, it's bloody top notch. I couldn't recommend anything more.
But get it organised.
No, kidding. I'll just do it the way Hutto did it.
Yeah, you got to like pre-plan it. Which sucks when you want to drink beer. It's nothing worse than trying to plan a beer. But
can I please have a beer? No, sorry. It's like,
And it's like there's just these chicks that don't look like they can, but they're carrying around like 15 1-litre steins. So it's like 20 kilos worth of moving liquid, and you've only got 2 hands.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube short the other day.
Yeah.
I think she had 13, but I couldn't understand how she was physically.
The math is like, she just
Grabbing
wraps
them.
around like the hand through the handles and just someone else stacks them on. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it was
insanity.
amazing. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
But then how do you put them down? I can't carry 3.
I was going to say, I struggle
Yeah.
to carry
Table
3 at
and
the
then
pub.
you slide out and then get them off the top. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
But from memory, it was like €10 per stein, but the first one costs you 20 or 30. They always say. So you go there, you get one, and you give them 20 or 30 euro, and that like basically gains favour.
Yeah.
With
Like
that
credit.
Yeah, essentially it gains favour with that server, and she'll.
Yeah,
more
right.
often
So there is a
come
tipping
back.
culture sort of
Well,
situation.
yeah, with the first one, it's like, hey, let's look after each other here.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, on that can, what's the flag? Does that it gives you the region where it's
Yeah, so
from?
Leipzig in
Oh,
Germany.
yeah.
That'd be
We spoke about
the
that. Yeah,
flag.
cool.
Like each. Do Australian states have flags? They
Yes,
probably do.
I think
but
so,
I've just-
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
the,
just got
w,
the
the
nat-
WA one's the coolest one. I
Is
reckon
it?
I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So, for references, do either of you know the geography of Germany well?
No, not
Only
at
a
all.
little bit.
So Leipzig kind of looks, it's in like the east, it's kind of not exactly halfway, but it looks right in the middle of Munich and Berlin.
Yeah, right.
So close to Czech Republic.
I was having a look at that first.
Oh yeah, there's Dresden. I've been to Dresden.
There's Dresden.
I was having a look at that first little picture that it had when it first came up. I'll tell you what, if you want to make this cityscape look good, just throw a few terracotta bloody roofs in there. Hey, doesn't matter what it looks like. Look at that.
Is that the European cheat code? You go to all those old cities and it's
Yeah.
just, it's like, oh, this is nice. Why? Terracotta roofs.
Yeah, it just looks like, I don't know what it is about it. I love
But
a good
also
terracotta
knowing
roof.
that a lot of those cities, especially in Germany, aren't actually as old as you think they are. A lot of them were rebuilt after World War II. But they look like just the architecture and the way they've designed them to look older. But then you just feel like you're standing in history. It's
I'm
pretty awesome.
fairly obsessed with architecture. I get on some really good YouTube rabbit holes, but it's just, you look at some of these buildings, you're like, if they built that today, you'd be able to tell. I don't know, but they've
Yeah,
done a
yeah.
good job. Like, you know, the Europeans have done an excellent job rebuilding. Looks bloody great over there.
It's just
also, I've heard. Need to
Well,
get there
like
one
we've
day.
advanced in the way we build buildings, yet everyone wants to go so square and symmetrical. And like the best thing about all those older buildings is the not lack of symmetry, but the kind of free-form architecture rather
Yeah.
than just being like, here's a square.
It's clean lines these days in everything. If you see a new logo, or if any company you know changes logo, it's more simple now.
Whiskers.
More simple.
Whiskers Pet Food changed theirs recently, and it's just like a really simplified version of it.
Why do you
W.
know that?
Well, because
cat you don't have.
Because I moonlighted a supermarket, so I look at these things. Yes.
I was wondering if it was like the another Always Sunny reference. He eats a bunch of cat food before he goes to bed.
He moonlights as a cat.
I would be a good
Just to
cat.
keep his dog on his
Simon
toes.
by day, cat by night.
I would be a good cat. Like, I've got the shits most of the time. Hate being patted.
Well, only
Oh, dislike of water.
Yeah.
only hangs out when it's his preference.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like won't just
Ginger man.
Oh,
That was
oh
too
you
much.
would be a ginger cat.
That was
Yeah,
too much.
yeah.
ginger cat.
That was
yeah.
too much, Zach.
Get the next beer out.
Zach.
Got a lot to go through.
Yeah,
Righto.
come on. What do you got? Nice hat, by the way.
Thanks. Also from Oktoberfest. Nice lederhosen.
Yeah. Now, I pinched this from Hutto.
And Zach.
Mine is not nice. Mine was a cheap costume that I could take with me over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, were you dressed up when you went there?
Yep. So
In that one?
dressed up with no beer to drink. That's why it was that.
Maybe
But
it's the hat.
What I did miss from that story, my,
Get your fishing hat.
my
Oh, like this guy's here for
Well, I
a
was
fish,
carrying
not
I was
beer.
carrying my fly fishing set at the time, so maybe that's why. Yeah, couldn't even catch a bit. No, but I went back a few weeks later because after my trip with my wife, I did a top deck as well to see a few extra places. Went back through Munich and went to Hofbrauhaus. So I put this on, and I was the only one on the
Oh,
trip.
no.
that
Yeah,
wore
no,
it.
normal people. Yeah, you wear your normal clothes to Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah. No, I wore this, but there was, the band was on, and then I had a big pork knuckle, and I've got had 3 steins, and it was bloody fantastic.
jeez.
And
So
then you
there
piss
go.
for 6 hours.
No, but and this is like, okay, so you're on a trip, once in a lifetime trip. So then, and I have to preface the girls that I was friends with on this trip. They were the ones that decided this. They said, "We've had steins. Let's get in a cab and ask the cab driver to take us to a strip club. Just take us to any strip club." And I'm like, okay, whatever. And they took us to one called Boobs. That's what it was called. It said boobs on the outside.
Is that just for tourists, do you think?
I don't know, but
Is it called boobs or it's like an advertising
No,
board?
it's called Boobs. And
Come
you go,
here for boobs.
And it's just boobs. However, one of the guys was like, I'm like, gotta spend some time and some money here. And he came out like an hour and a half later. He's like, still just saw boobs.
Oh, there
So
you
like,
go.
that, it's not as advertised. Probably 5 out of 5.
Yeah, fair
But,
enough.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I want to see some butt, I need to go to butts.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that's on the other block.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to try some of this potato.
Well, while you guys eat, I can talk through the next beer if you'd like. Oh, damn it. I butcher these words.
Crystal Weizen.
There you go, Chris. I wouldn't have said that.
Crystal
I nearly
Weizen.
said Christoph Waltz. Light citrus notes blend with banana and clove in this fresh take on a Weizen. I believe we've made ourselves clear. Originally from Munich, that's a sick flag too.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Looks like a little Christmas theme on the outside.
The Munich Munchkins, they call their local soccer team.
Now,
Do they?
collab with Range, and well done to Range because I knew that from their logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done.
No, the logo doesn't say Range,
Lots of
but I
straight
recognise.
lines.
Oh, okay. I see
Well
what
done
you
to them for having a recognisable
I can
logo.
connect the picture to what I know.
I see what you're saying. Now, fair enough. And I'll tell you what, smell test, which is the unofficial part of the voting system, but na.
And also 5%.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, yes, 5%. Interested to know what you think of this Sim. Not usually a beer style for you, but we're trying some new things.
Do you want to know about what a Crystal Weizen is?
Love to know.
Often referred to as crystal wheat beer, is a German-style wheat beer known for its clear and sparkling appearance. It is a variant of Hefeweizen, but unlike its cloudy counterpart, the yeast and sediment are removed through filtration or settling, resulting in a clear and brilliantly golden beer. Crystal Weizen retains the refreshing and slightly fruity characteristics of wheat beers with a crisp and clean taste, showcasing the wheat malt sweetness and subtle banana and clove-like aromas derived from the yeast. It offers a lighter and more transparent alternative to the hazy Hefeweizen while maintaining the wheat beer's distinctive flavours and effervescence, making it a popular choice for those who prefer a cleaner wheat beer experience. If that's all wrong, blame ChatGPT.
Nah, that's all good. Now,
Sounds bloody convincing to me.
it does. Now, from so to answer your question, it does taste like a Hefeweizen, but I would say it's a bit thin. It's not as full bodied as I would usually expect, and I'm
Is
smelling
that because
it.
it's
That's
cleaner?
because it's clean.
Yeah,
They've
it could be.
taken some
It
stuff
could
out.
be. So that's what I would say. It is very crisp, and as you said, not a. Well, all of these beer styles probably aren't beer styles.
I'm going to go get the pork.
You're going to go, he's going to knuckle up here. He's going to go he's going knuckle deep.
Oh, Jesus.
Knuckle deep. But yeah, it's not a usual, Jesus.
That's the first time we've heard the door on the podcast.
Yeah, the studio door, as they call it, here at the Not So Good Shed. Yeah, I don't mind it.
It was interesting when it said what they... I won't look over his computer, but what they take out from the...
Well, he hasn't got anything bad on it.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's just very small font. I want to read it and come back. And
Yeah, no, fair enough.
yeah, but I drink a fair few more from this style than you do, and it is lighter in the taste actually. But the rest of those notes are very, very on brand and typical, and quite enjoyable. And I think my enjoyment of these beers comes back to probably being over there. Belgium and Germany were two of the first places I got to go in Europe, and you're going to get beers more around this sort of style, and yeah, it's just like just memories of a good time. So yeah, you get used to the flavour, and then you're good to go.
No, well, I mean, I've had a few, like as I said, Thirsty Crow. Made a few German beers to start off with, and I didn't even know like what was what, and had a Kolsch and a few other things. And obviously I've been to a German beer cafe or whatever it's called. What's it called? It's a
Belgian beer cafe, but there are Hofbrau houses around in Australia.
Yeah, I've been somewhere anyway. I've had a fair bit of beer from that region, and yeah, I'm like, and I think it's the banana thing that I sort of struggle with, but I don't mind it now that I've got more into beer.
Are you not a banana guy?
I am a banana guy, but it's just in the beer I'm a bit confused. But
Okay.
I think now that I know more about beer, I'm like, okay, this is a different style.
Yeah.
And for that style, it is quite good.
Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense.
But I'll tell you what, we better be rating that sausage in the Border Barrels bloody system. I tell you
Gee
what,
whiz.
because that's getting 5 out of 5. What are we? Oh, jeez. Now we're just gonna hoe into this like we're having a feast.
Yeah. Do we call quarter time break? after 2 beers and have a bit of pork knuckles so we don't embarrass ourselves
Yeah,
on
probably.
video.
There'll be a lot of I
Yeah.
reckon.
Jesus.
How
Yeah, okay.
would you guys get up to while I was gone?
Oh, we had a bit of a chat.
Just talked about German style beers and does Simo eat bananas?
Do you eat bananas?
Yeah, but like not a common thing.
Okay, fair enough. I'm probably the same. We'll eat one, but probably wouldn't seek it out.
Nah. But so I was looking up the banana.
Riveting chat.
No, the banana taste in German beer.
Yeah.
What
Comes
is it?
from the yeast.
ISO. What's that say?
Isoamyl acetate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep saying that, but anyway, byproduct of yeasts. There you go. So it is the yeast. Well done, hon.
Nice.
So yeah, what do we want to do? Finish these off and call quarter time?
Yeah. Do you want me to? I'll leave you with a bit of info about
Please do.
Oktoberfest or
Yeah.
Burnley. Take a pick.
Probably Burnley.
Yeah,
Let's
Burnley.
Let's start with Burnley. Righto. Burnley Brewing is again ChatGPT provided me the information. Burnley Brewing is a Melbourne-based brewery with a relatively short but compelling history in the craft beer scene. Founded in 2016 by Michael Stanzel and Neil Mills, Burnley Brewing Co. quickly gained recognition for its dedication to producing high-quality, innovative craft beers. The brewery's name Burnley is derived from its location in the inner city Melbourne suburb of Burnley, which was once home to a thriving brewing industry in the late 19th century. I can't get this pork knuckle off my mind. This historical connection serves as a nod to the rich brewing heritage of the area. From its inception, Burnley Brewing has been committed to pushing the boundaries of traditional brewing. They have crafted a diverse range of beers from classical styles to experimental and seasonal brews, often incorporating unique ingredients and techniques. Their dedication to quality and creativity has earned them a loyal following among beer enthusiasts. In addition to their beer offerings, Burnley Brewing has established a welcoming brew pub in the heart of Melbourne. The brew pub provides a vibrant and communal space where patrons can enjoy fresh, locally brewed beers along with delicious food offerings. That tap room and now beer hall is on Bridge Road in Richmond.
There you go.
I have been.
You've
Years
been.
ago, before the beer hall.
Oh, very good. No, there's some really good people too, because I know at Gabs we've sort of had a bit of a chat to him, and we talked to him about the pod, I think, last Gabs, not the one we went to. I think Gratzy was talking to him. They're quite...
Yeah, sort of. It's come back to
well,
me.
I remember it. No, they were very nice. So they do a few beers that I'm pretty interested in trying. Thank God Your Beer was one.
Oh, yeah. That was
I want to try that one just because that's a great show and a great beer. No doubt. What do you got?
I'm just making sure that all that information was correct. It seems to be.
Okay, that's good. Too bad
GPT, yeah.
Too bad if it wasn't. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's already out there.
Yeah, I probably should have done... I did all this research, ChatGPT prompts last night at like 10 p.m.
Yeah, no, that's good.
So
No, fair enough. So
I was like, we got the beers. Shit, we've got no info.
to wrap up this beer, what do you reckon overall?
Giving it a 3.75. I think it's a really, really nice, clean beer and a really good example of the style with another really strong as advertised.
Yeah, I've given it a 3.5 because it's not usually my style, but it's very, very good for that style.
I haven't even scored it. So I'll do that in the break.
All right, very good. Well, we might wrap up there for a minute. Now, you guys don't panic. There's not going to be dead silence for 15 minutes while we do this. It's just going to be
We'll be back.
it's going to be a very clean edit, no doubt.
Blow the siren.
Not knowing us.
All right, we're back after some pork knuckle and some bloody good sausage and it's excellent.
Why did you
Can't,
say it like that?
Can't seem to stand up under my own power anymore.
but I'm very full, so it'll be up. It's your responsibility at home if we start to nod off to send us a text and say wake up.
Now, our goal is to make sure that you don't nod off, but we have got plenty more beers.
Absolutely.
We're going to crack straight into it.
So
We're all thirsty from all the salt. We got pork.
We got the poke. We got the first two at the top of the table there. So there's a Goza, and then we had a little, what was
Crystal
it?
Weizen.
Crystal Weizen.
Oh, yeah, so I'll never remember any of these. But yeah, they were both bloody delicious. What's up next, Hud?
Next is a Marzen.
Oh, yeah.
So this one is the first no collab beer. This is just straight up Burnley Brewing. A balance of amber malts and noble hops make this the quintessential Oktoberfest lager. Originally from Bavaria, which is Munich area.
That's the region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ABV 5.2%. Ingredients: water, barley, hops, yeast.
One of the breweries around this area does a double Marzen, I believe. Isn't it King River?
Yeah, I would suggest King River, but they're the ones that kind of lean towards all the German beers.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to be that guy, but I reckon the pronunciation is different to Marzen. I think because of the A with the 2 dots, the Z turns into a T.
Martin.
I think it's like a
Can you hurry
Martzen.
up and pull that Martin for me, please, Hudson?
Martzen rather than a
Can I have a
Marzen.
Martin?
This is good from you, Simon, if this is true. If it's not, it's a great guess.
Huge if true.
Oh, I should have. Not at all.
Maritzen? Maritzen? Hold on.
And how's your phone going down there, Gratz?
Yeah, I don't know.
Getting
what's
some
happening.
messages.
Maybe the 2 dots make a long A sound, so it's Marzen.
Can you do like Google?
I'm in YouTube.
Speaketh?
I'll go to YouTube. Speaketh Google.
How to pronounce Meritzen.
Meritzen.
I was going to say, as a joke, I was
Meritzen.
going to say it's probably E.
Meritzen.
Yeah. Meritzen. There you go.
Yeah, if it's a Marzen, you're in Australia.
it's
or
Marzen.
Boston. Marzen.
Marzen. Hold on, let me park my car and get a Marzen.
Get a Marzen.
I like,
Yeah, well, there
I
you
like
go.
Martin.
Meritzen. Martin. Pour that Martin.
Anyway, sorry.
Give us
Sorry
the
to
Martin.
interrupt. We want the Martin. Tap of approval. Porter Barrels. Tap of approval.
That's a great song is Undercover Martin by Two Door Cinema Club.
Oh yeah.
Undercover meow.
Undercover Martin.
Now
Meritzen.
the first one of these I had was I think a Mountain Culture version of it, and I really
Was
liked
that
it.
the night that they did the Zoom thing?
That was on our Easter special
Yes.
as part of
correct.
the Easter pack.
Yes.
Real autumn beer or something.
I really
Mountain
liked it.
Culture Meritzen. Good old Martin.
Get on, mate. Get on, you man. Yeah,
Which beer am I thinking? Was it the Berliner Weiss that we're on?
Yeah, which was also the first time, and that was quite good too. I really enjoyed that. So I'm bloody.
Everyone take it in, the can art.
Oh yes.
A nice Bavarian castle.
Sorry, just we rave about mountain culture, but the one flaw of them that night was they'd all just lost track of time.
That was.
We just ended up watching Cool Runnings for a while.
Yeah, that was one of the worst things I've taken part in. I think. It was-
Simo hates things that are slightly like wrong,
Not as
incorrect.
advertised.
Yeah.
Well, like you only have a certain amount of time in your life, and I'm like, I feel it was.
and I've
it was
already
eating-
seen Cool Runnings.
Yeah, it was sort of eating into it. I don't know.
I paid money to watch Cool Running.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Simo sounds like the busiest guy ever. Just so you know, you're eating into my time.
Yes.
Mountain Culture.
Exactly.
Right.
Not much on the nose. Like, there's not much going on there. Oh, yum!
I can hear a lizard getting around. Oh, that's a bird.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's
Toffee or molasses or something like that. It's really honey.
It's those malts that are.
Ooh,
Yeah.
no, it's
a
quite
malt
nice.
sweet. It's like a sweet malt.
And it's quite toast thick. Toast thick.
All right. So Mautzen is a traditional German lager style characterized by its amber to reddish brown color. Yes. Medium body and a balanced combination of malt sweetness and hop bitterness. The name Mautzen translates to March in German, and this beer was historically brewed in March to be enjoyed during the fall months, particularly during Oktoberfest celebrations.
There you go.
It typically has a clean, malt-forward flavour profile with notes of caramel, toffee, and a hint of toastiness, making it a smooth and approachable lager style. Mautzen beers are known for their moderate alcohol content, ranging from 5 to 6%, and their ability to pair well with a wide range of foods, making them a popular choice for festive gatherings and beer enthusiasts seeking a classic, well-balanced lager.
Yeah, it's really nice. I
It is
really
really
like
good.
it. Yeah.
You could just imagine, here's a €10, give me a litre,
Yeah.
see you in 15 minutes.
Winnie the Pooh would love this. Love this beer, I reckon.
Odd reference, but cool.
Yeah, he likes honey.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Winnie the Pooh would love this beer.
Maybe that'll be that. Well, what? Okay, so
That's the sixth category. Would Winnie the Pooh love this?
So the copyright has worn out on
guess.
all the Winnie the Pooh characters. So if we wanted to, we could actually just do a Winnie the Pooh beer drinking podcast, and we'd be in the clear. That's why they
Just
just
a bunch of honey beers.
That's why a movie came out recently called
that dumb horror one.
Blood and Honey, which is a horror movie.
Oh.
So Christopher Robin grows up with all the animals in the forest, but he heads off to college and he abandons them. But unfortunately, he was the one feeding them. So he's like, you guys will be right. And they're like, no, Christopher. He's like, sorry, I got to go. I'm going.
Are they actual animals
boat's
or are they
leaving.
people wearing masks?
I don't know, but he leaves them. And then because he's not feeding them, they start starving to death and start eating one another.
Oh.
And then he brings his college girlfriend back to meet them, and it just turns into a slasher movie because they're so mad at him for leaving.
Is there a bit of a spoiler alert? Like who's
I haven't
the
seen it.
Last man standing?
No, I'm not
Tigger?
sure. But there's another one coming out.
Tigger,
No,
surely.
I don't think he. No, one of the characters, maybe him. Actually, the copyright hadn't worn out, so they couldn't use.
Oh.
It's one of
Isn't that interesting? Because there's something to do with
Was
Mickey
he all
Mouse
real
as well.
sad?
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole movie?
yeah, there was a.
Sad,
Yeah,
sad
something.
donkey.
He went first. He just
Yeah,
said, "Look,
yeah.
just do it.
Yeah. No
Just-
one actually killed him. He just,
Just do it."
sad. Sad, sad donkey.
Anyway, good beer.
Good beer. Great beer.
Yeah, great beer. Great beer. Well done. Well done.
You know the lager, that we've not. Shouldn't say we disputed it. But everyone's like, "Oh, there's a big lager trend," and we're like, "Where is this? Why is this happening?" And there's some things we've had ideas. But if every lager you saw at any pub was more of this style of lager, I would be like, "Yeah, makes perfect sense."
I guess there's a lot you can do with it, eh? So there's a couple of different things that we've tasted over the past even few months. So like, yeah, okay, you can actually, the range is probably broader as far as like lagers are concerned with perhaps like an IPA. Don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I'm slightly not surprised, but it's intriguing to see how many variations there is to a lager. Like in my mind, it was like, here's a lager, and it's just that.
Yeah.
And then like the variations are different beers, like Pilsner and all that. But I guess that is a variation. These are all just
What is a draft? Is a draft? It's draft lager, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon so. Based on the way it drinks, a draft would be a lager. Like has to be cold.
Yeah.
Doesn't like it's got to be drunk quick.
But draft generally means taps, isn't it? Usually brewed for a tap.
Yeah, not too sure,
But-
but I'll tell you what I see a draft as. It's like, so it's winter, you're quite warm, and then there's a draft coming in, and it annoys you, and you want to
Yeah.
get rid of it.
I always
That's
think
what
like who's the number one pick in the draft.
There you go. But that's a positive thing, whereas the
Well,
draft is
true.
negative, because draft beer is awful. What do you got?
Well,
Good.
yeah, it is draft, but like as beer served from a cask or keg. But why is it like Carlton draft?
Is it because it's like the house beer? Is that where it originated from? That's
Like,
what I always thought.
what makes a draft? Because
Yeah.
you can also brew this to go in a keg. Like, you don't put it in your pocket. Eh?
Yeah, because then they got like canned draft is beer served from pressurized container featuring a widget. But like Carlton draft doesn't have that.
Maybe they're lying. Maybe Carlton Draft is actually a craft beer. It is
Well,
not.
craft and draft rhyme.
Oh, here you go. So the words draft have been used as marketing terms to describe canned or bottled beers, implying that they taste and appear like beer from a cask or keg.
Oof.
So it's essentially like a Carlton draft is like their version of what a Carlton keg would taste like. So like, two examples are Miller Genuine Draft, a pale lager which is produced using a cold filtering system, and Guinness Stout in patented draft flow cans and bottles, hence the widget. You know, the little nitrogen widget in a can of Guinness?
No.
You know, when you get a can
Ping
of
pong ball?
Guinness, it's got the little ping pong ball.
No.
So that
Yeah.
I just
Never-
moved way away from my mic. Sorry. It's got like the nitrogen, so that's how you can. So it's just permanently nitro.
Yeah, cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Another little thing about this beer, it actually reminds me a little bit of Murraytown's Nagging Sal.
Yeah, it's
Something
probably
to
a
do
little,
with the malt. And
Yeah, probably a little bit
the
there,
depth
actually.
of the amberness. However, the bitterness is different to what you get in that as a red ale, as opposed to this being more the lager-based style.
No offense to Murraytowns, but I've forgotten. I need to have more of it.
Oh, well, it was a while back.
Yeah.
I think.
I can't even remember last week.
I think
let
the-
alone back then.
I think the bitterness of the nagging sour is in there, but I think this has got more honey boy.
See, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
get a
like-
little bit of honey. No, I see what you're
I
saying.
don't really get the honey. Like I think it's just the sweet
good.
toffee taste kind of tricks my mind into thinking it's honey. I don't know.
But no, very fantastic.
That was a good beer.
Really,
Speaking
good.
of sweet, but also sour. Do you know what I had recently? Big mistake.
Macca's chips with sweet and sour.
Sour
sauce.
Patch Kids.
Ugh.
I tried them for the first time the other day. So I was at work and someone's like, "Do you want one?" I'm like, "Yes," because I don't want to commit to a full packet. And I had one, and I was like, "This is very good." A month later, I bought a packet.
Oh, it's like a gateway.
Oh, they're so good.
Oh,
They
I
are
don't-
This is
so
why they say
I
meth.
don't
good.
like 'em.
Meth,
Don't
not
you?
even once.
Nah, they're just a bit. I don't go much on like sour foods. They're just. It's like when you eat too many salt and vinegar chips and your like tongue burns.
I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're
like you
saying.
get, like,
it goes
ulcers.
numb. It goes numb. But I'll go again with salt and vinegar chips. But it's sort of sour for a little bit, but sweet at the end. If it was the other way, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
No, have you? So you've tried them?
Yeah.
Now, Grazie wouldn't.
no.
No, you wouldn't, because you don't eat lollies. But good on you.
Doesn't allow himself lollies.
No,
Lollies are a gateway sugar.
yeah, no, they are. Well, they're pure sugar. Like, it's ridiculous. Don't try them because you'll be hooked. But they're delicious.
Next beer.
Yeah.
Dunkel.
Cool.
So this one is brewed with Shapeshifter Brewing Co., who we also had on the pod.
Yes.
The one thing I liked about this is of the 6 collabs, 5 of them we've done a
Yeah, showcase.
brewery
Yeah, that is
showcase
pretty
on.
good.
So,
yeah, that's cool.
4 of them. Sorry, we didn't do Sailor's Grave, and then the second last beer we also haven't featured. But Range was our first ever brewing showcase. That was part of the second beer we've had today.
Yep.
And then Shapeshifter we did quite recent. No, recent.
It was in about May, I reckon.
It was Beercast number 33.
Yeah, right.
So many moons ago.
I've done a lot of those.
Um,
Do you say moons because there's a moon in their logo? Because if you didn't mean it, that's pretty.
didn't mean it. But you get that on the big jobs.
Now, can I ask a question about the beer style before we start?
Yep.
So, Dunkel, I can't help but feel that it was originally brewed by someone's drunk uncle.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Drunkle.
Is that, do you reckon or not?
And his name was Duncan.
Yes.
Dunkel.
I reckon I've had a dunkel, but I can't tell you anything about the
Yeah.
style.
No, I have. I thought it was darker in colour for some reason. We'll soon find out.
Is that the letter D? Is this
Brought to you by
Confusing your-
today's letter.
confusing
The
your
letter
mind?
D.
Well, there's a
No.
D in it. It must be dark.
Well, let's
Munich
see.
as well. If we
Let's see, guys.
yeah.
Well, do you want me to tell you? I can give you a
Have you read the
description.
blurb out yet? Would
No.
you like me to read the can blurb?
Go.
A full-bodied, deep amber beer. Munich malts bring chocolate, roasted malt, and biscuit notes. Perfect for any occasion.
Deep amber. Just saying.
Yeah.
So you're all right. You wrote yourself off before you even saw the colour.
I reckon I've been there too, where that can art is.
That is a cartoon, though. You realise?
Yeah, but I reckon what it's...
I've been to this cartoon.
I have been in the cartoon. Yeah, it's who else but Grazie?
Yeah, some stuff happened on that Europe trip. All of a sudden, I just was seeing things out
That's
of
why you
Yes.
didn't get any beers, because you were too busy in a cartoon.
Man, that would be. I'll tell you what. If you could have a few Sour Patch Kids and see life in cartoon, that'd be pretty cool.
I feel like that's if you have too many, you will.
Yeah.
I will say the big memory from Munich was watching the 2016 AFL Grand Final at 5:30 a.m. and having 8 pints for breakfast.
Oh, jeez. And a
Obviously didn't have that at
And wedges.
Oktoberfest.
and a.
What, you didn't watch it from Oktoberfest?
Well, no, it was at Ned Kelly's Australian bar.
Did you have a widget as well?
No, just I parked up at
Yeah,
the
a
bar.
couple of widgets.
The best part of it is actually met a celebrity before they were a celebrity at this bar.
Was it you from Border Barrels?
Yeah, not quite yet. So the game had finished and I was like pretty stoked that the dogs had got up because my old man's a long time supporter. So stayed around for one last.
Grazie's second team.
I think I had a Jamison and lemonade. I said to Soph, we're having a Jamison and lemonade. And these guys were there playing pool. There was a pool table in there. And I was like, hey, do you want to play pool with us? There's 3 blokes. And they're all dressed up in the gear because they were going after. Had a bit of a chat with them. One of them was just this tall creep. He used to creep. He was real confident.
I
But
hope he doesn't listen.
But he's
Doubt
too...
it.
I hope he does. But he's two mates. His
Down
two
the
mates
barrel.
were like giving me the eye. Like, he was just being weird to Soph. Like, in a... like hanging out with her, looking at me, like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? It was weird, right? Yeah, it was weird.
What are you
But his
gonna do
mates were
about
looking at me and actually sort of went, like rolled their eyes, like, oh, he's doing this again. It's like, oh, okay, like they must be used to this behaviour. Anyway, he told us 3 things about himself. His name was Jared.
Oh, I was
His
gonna say,
family,
don't say the name.
his family owned a winery.
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
And hang on,
Stop, you're narrowing it down.
it doesn't matter. Everyone knows who this person is if they've
Yeah,
watched
but-
television in the last 5 years.
It wasn't on the record.
And he told us he had some health issues, and I questioned it at the time because what they said the health issues were. I'm like, I'm not saying you didn't, but you seem fine. Anyway, regardless.
Couldn't get it up.
Not a doctor.
Said goodbye to the guy. Fast forward a year. I'm sitting there on the couch. All of a sudden, an ad comes on for Sophie Monk's season of The Bachelorette. This bloke pops up. And I'm like,
Jesus, you're
hitting
really
Soph
narrowing it
in the
down.
arm. And I'm like, that's the guy from Germany. It's like, nah, it's not. And we watched the episode. He's like, hi, I'm Jared. My family owns a winery. I was like, knew it. And he came second. And you may have seen the meme. He's the guy who she's like, I'm sorry, like
Really narrowing
it's not you. And he's like, oh, he started crying and he's like walked out into the ocean.
Jeez, did he come back or did he keep walking?
Picked up a couple of rocks in the
The way they were. Anyway, he ended up on Bachelor in Paradise at one point as well, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So, yeah,
Oh,
man.
good on
that
him.
guy.
Now, you mentioned celebrity in there somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
That's what threw me. But
he
it was
was
pretty
As
close.
advertised, that story.
That's more at
zero.
him.
Damn it, he was for a little bit.
That's more at him rather than you. We're just saying we don't like him as
Are
a
you saying
group.
I'm a bigger celebrity from this podcast?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
What are the viewers?
Thank you. Oh, my dunkel has been.
I've
pulled
watched.
while I was
I've
telling
watched
the
more
story.
things with Zach in it than I have with him in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I feel good about myself now. So.
But just for the record, it's dark, so whatever.
Oh,
But the thing is, you're.
it tastes really good.
I was
Yeah.
like, he's coming at us like we were like, no, it's not dark. But I reckon, not direct quote, but Simo was like, I thought they were dark, but they're probably not. And we kind of were just along for the ride, and now we're getting abused because we said something that we didn't say.
But then I was like, oh, is Miertzen pronounced differently? Well, I'm not sure. And then it was. I'm like, see, I told you. I fucking told
Yeah,
you.
like-
I told you. I know everything.
He's
but
like
I,
when a kid insults you over something that you didn't know was happening. You know when a kid walks up, you did this. It's like, all right.
See, like, no, when the kid, like when you're playing a sport against them and you take it easy and they win and they're like, I'm better than you. It's like, well,
I wasn't trying. Anyway, sorry.
We'll
I'll
see.
be more confident next time.
put the gloves back on and we'll test that jaw.
But yeah, Gratz, I reckon you would like this one because it's a bit ambery, almost ready.
Yeah, that's my
Colour.
go. I like that one.
Yep.
Multi ambery.
1.8 standard drinks, 5.2% this beer as well.
So yeah, they're just all. That's just this pack was really good value,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I just keep putting fives down.
Yeah.
I'll
same.
fill the board out, actually.
Yeah, yeah. May as well. How good.
And I reckon the blurbs are all the same because they're all concise information. So I've
Yes.
given them average, a decent score.
What do we think?
All right.
Little burp.
What does it say? Full bodied. Yeah, this is pretty as advertised. Sorry about this, listeners and watchers. It's just us writing numbers while we do not much else.
They're Googling Jared from The Bachelorette. Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember him. From
I
that thing.
guaranteed I haven't bloody seen him before.
Bet you have.
No.
So, Dunkel, which means dark in German, is a traditional German lager beer. Yes,
It's literally in the
Don't
name.
make eye contact
Stop.
with him, Hudson.
But stop thinking that we were the ones that did. We didn't disagree with you. I can't stop looking at Zach and feel like he's trying to get out of this to go fishing.
No. Well, yeah, he's a few lures short, isn't he?
I'm going to bring the rods next time.
Oh, jeez. Sorry. Dark in
Just
colour.
as long as he doesn't get his tackle out.
It's a different podcast.
Well, as I've already pointed out, Simo's lederhosen has a flap and mine doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
And he won't do it up.
I don't think I'm wearing it correctly.
Yeah, you are.
No, but that should go over there, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
And that should go on there, but that's not going over there.
Yeah.
No way.
How did I get into that back in the day?
I'm unsure, but particularly with your height, I don't know. Your junk must have been really.
Yeah, speaking of tackle,
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so Dunkel.
bait and tackle. Yes, a traditional German lager beer style known for its deep brown to dark mahogany colour and rich malt forward flavour profile. Stop looking at me like that. I didn't disagree.
Did he say mahogany as well?
Yeah.
Rich mahogany.
It features a blend of toasty, caramel, and chocolate malt flavours, often with hints of nuttiness and a subtle sweetness, balanced by a clean and mild hop bitterness. Dunkel lagers are typically well-rounded and easy drinking, with a medium body and a smooth, clean finish. While they vary in strength, they generally have a moderate alcohol content, making them a favourite choice among those seeking a malt-focused, dark beer with a classic German heritage.
I would disagree with easy drinking. I think the malt, it's very malty,
reckon?
so it's a bit like, so you don't, I could only have a couple of those. I wouldn't have 10 of those. That's kind of rich.
I actually am not sure it's as rich as the Miazen.
Miatzen.
Miazen.
Mautzen.
I've given it 3.75, and I like the beer, but I'm not sure I like it as much as the previous beer. I think, just some of the flavour isn't quite as deep and rich by the end. I'm getting towards the bottom of my glass. I think there was a little bit more going on with the Martin.
Mick Martin.
Martin had a bit more going on.
Yeah.
Good old Martin.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So what's your official review then, Simon? What do you think? Because you were like, you wouldn't drink too many of them, but drinking this one.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3.5. Yeah, no, I thought it was. Again, you can just taste it's well made. It's not as I've had some dunkels that are a bit like even darker. They're like almost stouty looking. So no, this is quite good.
I reckon I could actually settle in for a few of these, and that's probably because it is wearing off a little bit by the end. You are right though. There's definitely like a toastiness. There is a bit of a richness at the beginning. I think it just wears off quickly enough that it probably could be more-ish on a session.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I could have 10.
I couldn't really.
it's
I don't reckon
Germany.
I could have 10 of many beers.
Sorry, 10.
These
Well,
days.
how much fits in a stein?
1 litre.
So 2 pints. All right, I could probably have 2 steins.
You could say it's a Magastein.
Oh.
Megastein. Ha.
Hey.
Magazine.
Magazine still exists. Oh, well, I bought the grand final footy record the other day. So, yeah,
Did
magazine
ya?
still exists.
No.
I buy it every year.
Yeah, that's your that's like your
I collect them.
no, that's like your autism like thing. Is like grand final footy records, no matter who's in it, must have.
Under the bed.
But
yeah, like
I buy it
do you
every-
collect them all? Like, do you still have
every
them
year.
all?
Yeah, I buy it every
Yeah.
year on a Monday, and this is the first year ever they only sent them out to regional areas on the Thursday.
I was gonna say I bought it on the Tuesday. I told Soph I need to go on the Monday, and she made me do the dishes, and I've been mad ever since.
Is it in a different section now that it's bought on a Thursday?
No, but I try to. I like to read the whole record through the week just to get up and about for the grand final. And unfortunately, I only had a day.
What's this tub? These are my Monday records.
Yeah.
What's that one over there? Yeah, my gross Thursday record.
Now Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill.
Was that pretty rare, his performance?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But he has that
as
about
much.
him. Like those small forwards always have that.
Every now and then someone plays one out of the box, but yeah, he could have had 6. He gave one off to Scott Pendlebury, and he just missed a set shot as well. So he could have easily
Yeah.
had 6 goals, which would have been huge. But his impact
Bailey
on the game was
Fritsch-esque.
massive.
Yeah,
Massive
yeah.
impact.
Hank was very proud.
It was unanimous though. There wasn't.
Hank.
What was that?
Oh, yeah, King of the Hill.
Oh
Good
yeah.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Sorry.
Well, actually, sorry, you'll like this. So my sister-in-law, just to annoy her dad, was like, I'm getting a Collingwood tattoo. And there was this tattoo shop in Melbourne that was doing $150, just the logo. And everyone's like, get this. And the family was sending through Collingwood logos. But I managed to find a Bobby from King of the Hill, like traditional style tattoo where he looks like Jesus.
Yeah.
And I sent that through. And that was the clear winner.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Bobby Hill. Oh, good stuff. Bobby?
Right. Next beer?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Also,
Yep.
his name is Ian.
Yeah.
But is his nickname Bobby because of King of the Hill? I've never...
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It'd have to be. It would have to be. Yeah. It's a pretty good show.
Oh, I need to clean the glasses.
Nah, don't worry about mine. I don't
Actually,
care.
while you do that, we can explain something about King of the
Okay,
Hill.
well, apparently it doesn't matter. Just fucking clean it.
Now, I'm not sure if you wanted... Oh, actually, no, it will be common knowledge because we've probably referenced it. If anyone listened to our old school footy podcast, our intro music was by Simon's band.
True.
Now, don't you
Did
have a
play the grand final? Because that way he's bringing it up.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
play.
where you
Yeah,
were?
a bit
don't
sore.
you have a whole EP, or at least a song or two, that have like the names from King of the Hill references?
Yes, I'm fairly
Yeah.
sure the whole EP does.
Yeah.
So Can You Lie's Kidney Boy is a
Sweet
is a
Lady
notable.
Propane.
Yeah, Sweet Lady Propane.
I definitely don't watch enough.
It's pretty good. It's one of those things like it doesn't, although it's quite old, it doesn't date. Like
Yeah.
you can tell you're watching an old show, but it's like the comedy is like
I didn't get
fundamentally.
it when I was younger, but I think I would now. if I
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
think you definitely would now.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the when they were on The Simpsons that one time?
Yes.
drove 10,000 miles for this.
Oh, it's pretty. Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show. I like those Simpsons crossover episodes.
Well, they did a whole double episode with Family Guy, but it was a Family Guy episode with The Simpsons, not
Yeah.
the other way around.
Is Family Guy still going?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. But
Very good.
we've been quoting it a bit during the week, and it's. I reckon I don't reckon there's much before. So I'm not saying the quality's bad now, but well, not like The Simpsons dropped off so much. But I think the quotes are from about seasons probably 3 through 10 with.
There's
Family
still
Guy.
good one-liners. It's just the
Yeah.
overall episodes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Very good. So we've got 4 more to go, do we?
Yeah.
And I was concerned. I was concerned it wouldn't have a buzz on. I'll be right.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah, it's drink
I
responsibly.
think I've already got a buzz.
Do you? I got a buzz from that pork knuckle.
Oof.
Jeez, that's good. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Buzz.
What tests can they do for your salt level? But do you know what the test involves? Is it just wee? Is it like a needle?
Not too
blood?
not too sure. I'm like, yeah, how you check your sodium? Is it a blood test? I don't know.
Don't know.
I'd be curious to know after that.
Mine's through the fucking roof. That's all I know after that. That's so good.
All right, next bit.
Does anyone want any pretzels? I bought pretzels.
Oh, we will.
Speaking of salt,
Yes.
yeah, get them out.
Yeah.
And also give me the pretzels.
Oh, look at this. Look at that pink can art. And I see a little beer logo that makes Hudson very excited.
A beer logo that Zach recognises.
Yeah, but it's actually got the name in this one. I thought you might have had the big one signed, but that's okay.
What?
Yeah, like the big bready ones.
Oh no, sorry.
I don't know why I thought that.
I was going
Oh,
to
you
take
got 2 containers.
well, it's so we can all reach. I was going to take the trek out to bloody Bridge Road to get one, but I didn't want to go out there and there be none because that happens sometimes.
Place locally that does them only on one day of the week, I believe.
Really?
Nord Bakery?
Oh, Nord's Bakery and Bread Places.
Hello, would you like to test my cupcock?
Yes. For some reason, when we went there the first time, I'm like, oh, look at this little place. Sorry, I spat.
I didn't feel
Anyway,
it.
anyway. Oh, good.
They're Swedish, aren't they? The people that own it.
Well, yeah. I think so. Well, Nord.
Well,
guess.
no,
Well,
I
it'd be
just I
Norway.
guessed. Oh yeah, a Scandinavian. Because Simo was
Scandinavian.
doing more of a Slavic or Balkan.
Well, I was just doing the Shabupi guy accent from Family Guy. Anyway.
Anyway, next beer with mountain culture, which you may know from our podcast number 42, where we interviewed a member of mountain culture at Beer Deluxe.
Johnny.
Johnny. Here's Johnny.
And-
And then Beercast 41 and Beercast 40. There was 3 in 3 weeks from them. That's how much we love them. But at the moment, we love Burnley more. And they
We love
have-
you, Burnley. We do. We love you, Burnley. It's true.
fucking hate Burnley. This is a Rauch
Bad again.
Weizen, a smoked wheat beer.
Oh. Now I'm scared about this one.
Now excited.
I don't think I've ever had one of these, but I know so Mountain Culture they have a Rausch beer festival,
Yeah.
and they joked about it, and they're like, we just want to have a Rausch beer festival because they are like the worst beer you could ever brew ever,
And we want people to do their
Now-
best.
and we want people to do their best in doing it. That's
Can we
what that's.
clarify? Are they saying the worst beer is in tough to brew, or worst beer is in this beer sucks? Will people still come and drink it?
I think it was like, this beer is what it is, but we want everyone to do variations of it, which is hard. Like, that's the worst
difficulty.
part. It's just like, this is it.
Okay.
A lightly smoked take on a beloved style. This brew is a delicate balance of wheat, smoke, banana, and clove.
Okay.
Originally from Bamberg.
Did they misspell Hamburg?
Brian Bedondi goes to Hamburg. Ooh, Bamberg.
What a beautiful place. Better, I'm Brian Bodondi.
That was one of the best videos you've ever made me watch.
Yeah.
Well,
Have a
Zeph.
bit- go down a rabbit hole.
Brian
You
Bedondi,
haven't.
Buzz Technology.
Yes, I need to give a shout out to Zeph for that one. He got me onto that.
Bing. Have you guys watched the show What We Do in the Shadows, which is a remake, like a
No, you have talked
spin-off
about it
of the
a bit
movie What We Do in the Shadows by Taika Waititi and Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Jermaine Clements.
Haven't watched it, but well aware of it.
Yeah, so the TV show features, I think his name's Kalen Novak, and he is Brian Bedondi.
That's right. Yep.
And it also features Matt Berry.
Who has one of the smoothest voices
Father!
on earth.
Somebody at the door.
It's so good.
Down these fandangled sex pants.
And on that note, we're going to have a big taste of this boy.
It's not the colour I thought it was going to be, that's for sure.
What do you think it was going to be?
Dark.
It's the
Just smoke.
What are
So
those
it was
banana lollies?
like bananas.
That's melted down into a beer.
I can smell it from here. It smells like Alan's bananas.
But it does smell very like they were put in an oven that's been left on for too long. Like smoky.
They kind of smell like if I ate too many of them and threw them up. Like it's just
Those lollies.
Yeah,
Not the beer. Oh,
yeah. No. It's like it smells a bit sicky.
That's not as bad as I would have thought based on all the descriptions I heard of that particular style. It's not super smoky, more banana-y.
I love the can art. The pink's cool, but
Yeah,
also
actually
the
quite
little
like
picture is very, very nice.
Oh, that is really good.
I don't
Yeah,
have much
that's quite
smokiness
nice.
yet, but I'm hoping it comes through soon.
No, there's no smokiness. No smoky.
It may get the lowest as advertised if there's not any more smokiness. Banana and the cloves there.
Why'd that sound like a threat? I'm going to give it a 4 unless there's more smokiness.
Tell you what, I'm going to grab my fishing rods and head straight down there.
Tell you what. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. They're all quite light.
Yeah, well, because I guess they're like I wonder. I feel it's very similar to like how Czech Republic view beers. It's like as add-ons to food, so it complements a variety of food traditional in that area of Germany.
Yeah, oh, it's
Got a
good.
little bit of smokiness then, but it's had to go searching for it.
What's your favourite thing about Germany? Now you haven't been, but you've seen enough of it.
Yeah.
The freedom of... I don't say the freedom of the drinking culture. That makes me sound like an alcoholic. However, you can be at the supermarket and the impulse strip that you might see chewing gum when you're here in Australia. They've just got the beer and the alcohol there. Oh yeah, I forgot to grab my 6-pack on the way out.
But that's European. Like, is there something that's like specifically German?
Pork knuckle.
I'd probably say efficiency.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
German
German
efficiency.
efficiency.
Yep, I would have to say the cars that they make are quite good.
Yep.
Yep.
How many brands can you name?
Well, I'll give it a shot. There might be.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon you've got minimum 3 in you.
There's Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Um,
They're in a bit of hot water, or weren't they like the main contributor to the Nazi Party
oh, not too sure.
and like provided them with vehicles?
But in more
and such?
modern
I don't-
times, they were making claims about
I hope so. Now you said it.
emissions that
Oh
weren't
yeah,
correct.
incorrect emissions.
Audi.
Audi, yes. 3 letters.
Yeah, it's BMW.
Yep.
Okay.
I went-
It's
Did you
Mercedes.
say Aldi or Audi?
Audi.
Oh, Aldi,
Aldi
as
is
well?
also
It's,
German.
it's like the opposite to Innie. Audi.
That
Hang on.
that'd be up
Copyright.
there
If
for
a car
my
is
favourite
an,
German
if a
beer.
car is an Audi, does that mean that the submersible is an innie?
Yeah, well, it did implode, so yeah, that wasn't Innie. Anyway,
Mercedes-Benz, yes. Stuttgart, Germany.
yeah, that's not
yeah,
bad.
Stuttgart's nice.
Where's Skoda from?
I believe they're Slovakian or
Okay.
Czech.
Okay, well, that's sort of the end of my list. That's how
Let you check.
Which country is Skoda? Czech. I should have known that. They make nice cars. The Superb's nice. That's a really nice one. And the
I
Kodiak.
hope so with that name.
The Kodiak is a good one.
It's Pitbull
And
driver.
the Octavia. They're the 3 that I know. Yeah, they're probably all the German car brands that I could have named as well.
Hang on, you asked the question.
Or
but
maybe-
what's your favourite thing about Germany?
Beer halls. I
Oh, well, yes.
yeah. Yeah, I like just having been to Die Hofbräu.
Kudos back.
Yeah, that was so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, sorry, with the drinking culture, we were at Stuttgart train station. Again, breakfast, got a schnitty roll and a Jack Daniels can. I was 26. It was a different time. However, they do not advertise the percentage on the Jack Daniels can. And it was a full can, and it was 10.2%.
Oh, was it a real little one?
No!
Oh.
Just, here's Germany. And guess
Was it
what?
with Coke or was it just
No,
Jack Daniels?
In the can. And guess where we purchased it from, though? Just a news agency in the
Nice.
train station.
Nice.
Shitty roll.
A kid's clothing store.
an Imperial Jack Daniels and cola.
Oh, I couldn't think of anything bloody worse, I'll tell you what.
Shitty rolls aren't that bad.
Hey.
No, but, sorry, the shinny roll was cold, completely cold from the fridge.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I have to note that based off all the beers I've had
Schnitzels.
today, the beer hall thing. Like, if you had a beer hall with some big like American IPAs, like you'd have to have a cemetery next door because but they're all conducive to having a few. There are some of the darker ones for my taste that I probably couldn't. But a lot of those you could have more than a couple on a nice hot day like it is today.
You know how, like, at some places, someone took, like, the Big Palmy challenge and there's, like, a picture?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. It's like the wall of death.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this in the cemetery.
He's just
actually
buried
pass.
next door because they had too many IPAs at the beer hall.
I know a couple
And
of
instead
mates.
of booths, it's just beds.
I know a couple of mates of mine went to the Emu Plains brew pub for mountain culture, and they all spewed except for one, but they kept going. So there you go. And they're big drinkers. They're big boys, so they did well. But they just love the beer. So yeah, that's why you probably can't have Oktoberfest with those style of beers.
Yeah.
That would be Anyway, this is very good.
Imagine someone handing you like a litre of Be Kind Rewind.
Oh jeez, but what a way to go!
Yeah,
Honestly,
Honestly,
you can't have too much of a good thing. That might be a good example of it.
Like if there was like a sister dying and it's like, yeah, just keep feeding me Be Kind Rewind until I go.
No idea.
That'd be pretty good.
or like 3 kilos of Sour Patch Kids. So good. They're so good. You have to have one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you finished drinking the drunk uncle beer after you said that.
Whoa.
Actually, I did hear a doctor once say that you
3 kilos of Sour Patch Kids
can-
is good for
No,
you.
the only thing you can't was it everything in moderation except for water, sex, and vegetables.
Oh, I thought you were going to say except for apples because they keep me away and I like
There you
you.
go.
Yeah. Although I did see that story of the radio station that had a competition who could drink the most water and people died.
What?
Someone
Yeah.
drowned from the inside.
Yeah. So there's so the drowning thing. So I think
The thing about drowning.
I've researched it a lot since I have done it a bit in my time.
Drown.
why he doesn't swim.
various swim lessons that my late
That's why he wears
father
his shoes
organised
at
for
the
me.
beach. That's why you didn't go in the beach. Is that why?
Oh yeah, no, like I go in the shower and I'm like, oh my god, my breath. Like how you get that weird thing where you struggle to breathe. Probably don't. I do.
There's like there's hair in the drain clogging it up, and Simo's like, "Oh God, it's to my toes."
I love this. It was like, you know how you get that feeling.
Well, see, that's what I thought everyone got. I'm like, geez, people are just cool with that. Anyway, what were we talking about?
It's dark. I told you it was dark.
Oh dear.
What were we
No, the
talking
drowning
about?
thing. No, I had a good point. I can't remember. What
Jack
it was.
Watts, former Melbourne player, may enjoy this podcast. Actually, we've been talking about the nightclub boobs and swimming.
He loves swimming and tits.
You have to. I don't. You have to fill me in on that story.
You know how people
He just
you know,
tweeted it,
You know how
didn't he?
you know how people's so and so's been cancelled. Look at these messages he was sending someone. So Jack, he didn't get in trouble, which is good at least. But he was flirting with some girl, and then the text messages got out, and like his flirt line was like, "I do enjoy swimming and tits."
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I remembered my point. Sorry. So the drowning thing. If you drink enough water, so if you just drink water without electrolytes, you sort of pass through. Yeah. So when you whiz, all your electrolytes go through. But if you don't replace them and you keep pumping in water, your body needs electrolytes to live. So eventually they dissipate, and you have organ failure.
Oh, so you just keep passing the electrolytes.
Yeah.
with the pee, but you're not replacing
Quicker
them.
than you can replace them.
quicker than
Yeah.
you can replace them. So that's actually you don't actually drown per se, but your organs fail.
Have the same outcome as if you were.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, sorry guys.
That was good. This is really informative. Can you tell us
Oh, I
something
didn't
this
read
beer we
about
don't know yet?
I didn't read you the. Did I read the Ralph Weizen description?
No, give it to me. Give it to us again.
Nice and quick. Sorry.
I hope not.
Known as smoked wheat beer, is a distinctive German-style wheat beer that combines the characteristics of a traditional Weizen beer with a smoky flavour imparted by the use of malt that has been dried over an open flame. This brewing process gives Rauchweizen its unique smoky aroma and taste, reminiscent of campfire or smoked meats, which is layered atop the wheat beer's typically fruity and clove-like yeast profile. The result is a beer with a complex flavour profile where the smokiness harmonises with the banana and spice notes from the yeast, creating a balanced and intriguing sensory experience. Rauchweizen is not as widely known as other German beer styles, but it is a sought-after choice for those who enjoy the interplay of smoke and wheat in their beer.
There you go. I actually recap. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that at all. What's this one?
This is a Schwarz beer.
Oh yeah. So if that's the dark lager.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had one of those.
Jason Schwartz is he the guy that's
Black lager.
in some of the obscure movies and all the Wes Anderson films.
Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Schwarzer from the goalkeeper. Yep,
From the
Socceroos.
from the goalkeeper.
from the goalkeepers.
Oh, so while you're pouring that, have you guys seen? Hold on, you should be onto this. The new Wes Anderson films that came out.
Asteroid City.
No, on Netflix. 4 Roald Dahl short films.
Oh yeah.
And the first one I've already watched. Henry Sugar, I believe it was called.
Henry's
something
Sugar.
Henry Sugar. Yeah, so basically
something.
they're yeah. So I believe the same cast might be in all of them, but they're all 4 different short films. So the first one was
nice.
40 minutes long.
Interesting, because
That's not really sure.
the Roald Dahl stories were they're like children's books, but like
Aren't they hectic?
They don't
yeah,
have to be.
yeah, they
they're
don't
like-
have to be. Yeah,
Yeah, old school children's.
yeah,
books.
that's interesting.
Like that old school kids Australian TV show Aggro.
Oh, mate, do yourself
Didn't we
a
talk
favor.
about that last?
I don't think we did on the
Yeah,
podcast,
but still, do yourself a favour. What would be the keyword search, Gratz, if you were to look that up on YouTube?
Australian 90s kids TV show.
Aggro puppet.
Aggro the puppet.
Because this puppet had a mouth on him, and he also had some hands on him as well. So maybe look that up. He would have been cancelled immediately if he existed in this current environment. So anyway,
Schwartzby.
yes, what's
This centuries-old style boasts velvety dark chocolate, smooth roasted malt, and balanced hop bitterness. Originally from Saxony, 5% ABV. That's the can art for reference.
Yep.
Very nice.
See, it's interesting, right? So we had one from Hargraves Hill, I think, sent us out our first one. So this is quite dark.
Yeah.
Is it-
Which one was that? The
yeah.
naughty
Yeah.
dark lager.
Yeah, that one we didn't have on the pod. We just had that and enjoyed it, and really bloody enjoyed it. But
Yeah, this is great.
yeah, see the difference between this and the Dunkel. Like I could have many of these because I think it is dark, but it's not as not as whatever that red taste is. It's just that I think it's
Tastes like red.
I don't know. It's
Like the
quite
Dave
malty, but
Chappelle joke with Kool-Aid.
yeah, that's it.
Purple.
Yeah, so I reckon this is bloody good. Who made this? Who was the collab?
Burnley Brewing.
And
Burnley.
Yep.
Just Burnley.
Yeah.
Okay, they collabed with no one. Very good.
Who made this? Same as all the beers. Burnley.
That's what I thought you were saying. I was like, right, okay, right.
You did read that, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. But we've probably got some more information.
I do have
I'd
more
love
info.
to hear some more information on this.
ChatGPT sent me more info directly.
Black lager.
Schwarzbier, translating to black beer in German, is a dark lager style known for its deep brown to black colour, surprisingly light body and a balanced flavour profile. Despite its dark appearance, Schwarzbier is remarkably smooth and crisp, with roasted malt character that offers subtle coffee, chocolate and caramel notes. It maintains a clean and mild hop bitterness, making it highly drinkable and sessionable. Schwarzbier is a great example of a lager that showcases the skillful use of dark malts while remaining refreshing, making it an excellent choice for those seeking a dark beer without the heaviness typically associated with such styles. Which is true. Speaking of like what you can have 10 of, this is...
I think that was as advertised, is pretty high on this one, and that was sort of what that was my take on
Close
it
to
as
my
well.
beer of the day, along with the
Yeah.
Goza.
Yeah, the Goza for sure. That was
Yeah.
such a good beer. Oh, you got it?
Beautiful.
There's lots of pretzel crumbs on there. Also,
How are they all the way over
So
there?
many pretzel crumbs.
so
Yeah, they get all the way over there.
So I don't know if anyone can see. This is standard Parker's packet of pretzels.
Parker's pretzels?
The
See how,
Volkswagen logo.
see how light they are?
Yeah.
I feel they were more toasted, but they're still quite good. Anyway,
We just put them out there. It's quite warm outside.
yeah.
Toast them up.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm wearing a long sleeve, and I don't reckon I even wore a long sleeve throughout bloody winter.
It's gotten warm quickly. Although, this is quite boring, but we're headed for some rain and 13 degrees this week, apparently.
I'm looking forward to it.
When did Jane Bunn join the podcast?
Hey?
Jane and... I don't know.
What do you got for us
Nah.
there?
Are you going to say
nothing.
something controversial?
No, I don't know. I'm sure there's a play on words with their surname.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't met anyone with the surname Bun.
No.
Still haven't.
She's got a cousin called Low Pony. Low Ponytail. Hey, anyone?
Oh, okay, I think I say loaf.
Loaf would be better. Not. Ciabatta.
Not bun. I thought he was doing like the Borat joke. Loaf would be better. Pause. Not.
This would be a lot better if I remembered the brewery, but there's a brewery that recently updated their whole tap room, and they showed a little picture of it, but you know how you can incorporate the little GIF sort of like into the picture? It's just Borat walking around going, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Very nice.
Looking around at the...
Looking
around the new brew pub.
That's pretty good, Had. Well done.
Was it Hop? Might have been Hop Nation, maybe.
That movie is the greatest comedy of all time.
It's pretty nuts seeing like he was actually at risk for like a number of the scenes. Like, no one really
like when
knew
the
what was
guy,
going on.
the best one's the dinner party where the guys, what do you do? I'm retired. You are retired. It's so nice that you let him sit with you and eat. No, not retard, retired.
The poop in the bag's pretty good.
Yeah, what do I do with this?
Oh god, yeah, give that one.
And look, I'm sorry, I got to reference it. I still think that you got to think the amount of things he said to people that put them on the spot, and it's like, wow, they've done well to even answer this thing.
Yeah.
I still think the best one that would have taken me aback by far was like when he's looking for a car. He's like, "How attract one with the one with the shaved vagin?" It was like, how do you answer that in that moment if you think that's legitimate?
Or like if you're staying in the hotel and him and the big fella are just running through naked.
Oh dear, oh dear. No, excellent film. Excellent film. Jeez, I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
That's so good.
Beer, yeah,
I've
it's very
smashed
Well,
it.
also the experience. Don't get me wrong.
I wish I could go back to that pork knuckle.
Oh, that's sure.
Say that. Pork knuckle.
Oh, Jesus.
Wild Thornberries.
Still 2 to go.
Something. Nah.
Now you have to.
I was going to say no. Well, there was a bit of crowd noise back there. Something happened in the footy.
Oh, yeah.
I've
been watching it pretty
So it's
intensely. It looks like I'm just staring straight into the camera.
There was a shocker from the other week where you're just like, it looks like you're trying to like mind control me. I was waiting for you to crawl out of the TV.
Yeah, that's the one thing is like
Ask AI if we can make that happen.
crawl
It's
out
like
of the
now
TV.
make Hudson crawl through the television.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have to have the. Well, it would require so much moving, but the TV could be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's
I
okay.
just need to stop watching it. Like it's all right when we. So, I mean, you'll be watching / listening to this a week after we record it, but like because we're recording it on a Monday, the NFL's on, Sunday night football's on, and normally we don't record when football's on, and I'm very into NFL, as you guys know.
Yeah.
So it's been hard for me to not look at it.
That's why I just look out there. That's why I'm always commenting on the birds and the flowers and that, because
That's
all
a
I'm
big
looking
flower
at.
too.
That is.
Spring has sprung.
I do think
It's
earlier in the
sprung.
year, when we had the Aussie Rules on, though, I think we were actually recording when Harry Himmelberg took his mark of the year, from memory.
And we all just went,
No, I think we actually reacted to it at the
did
time.
we?
But yeah, he had 2 in the final 3. But yeah, that mark.
Who
it was
won?
from round 1.
He won.
His mark from round 1. Yeah.
So with the marks of the year, what I would like to see. So I often think about. Okay, here we are. Weird tangent. So when people drive past in their car, I often think about if the car was invisible and they were just. You could just see them flying past. How odd that would be.
How is this related?
No. So with mark of the year, so they jump up and do a big specky. I would love to like see what it looks like without anyone else. So they run up and like seemingly jump up into the air like 10 feet and just land and not die.
All you have to do is play the
'Cause if
most
I
recent AFL game and you'll probably see a glitch like that.
I just
Yeah, 'cause
love your reference point is like car driving past. I wonder what it looks like without the car.
Yeah, it's just so weird. People would just be gliding past. Because I think if you were to do the same thing, if you were to jump off a roof, you probably break something. But how can you climb up someone's back, jump up, catch the ball, and fall
Are you
down?
suggesting that being on top of a 6-foot man is similar to being on top of a roof?
No, well, like they go up 6 foot, but then they get a bit of lift. I reckon they get up pretty high.
It's pretty high.
Yeah.
Anyway, to be continued on
That's
that one,
so
I
funny.
guess.
It's all. I guess it's all about athleticism and landing So
Well,
like,
yeah,
for
you do
me,
learn how to
if
land,
I jumped
I
off
guess.
a roof, I'd break all my bones.
I guess.
Because there's no athleticism.
Yeah.
But if like Harry Himmelberg did it, I'm sure he'd be all right.
Yeah, everything's a bit loose and whatever.
Loosey-goosey.
Things are where they're meant to be. Yeah,
So
very
just
good.
Simo with his car thing. I just thought of that joke from The Simpsons. It's like you see, he's all like the black guys drive like this, and then the white guys drive like this.
Oh dear. But yeah,
Do you find something amusing?
everybody needs an automobile.
Even the very tall.
This is the biggest car I could afford, or whatever it is. All right, cool. I'm a bit behind. What's going on?
Next, a Dortmunder export lager with Sobremesa. Another collab beer here. Do you want to know?
with Submaressa?
I thought it was like an ingredient that I didn't know.
That's a Sobremesa, like, what do they call themselves? Fermentary and blendery. So they're,
Cool.
I think they're a similar style to like what
Molly Rowe.
Wildflower do.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind
Cool.
of like wild.
That's awesome.
I believe. They're down in Melbourne. They were at Bright Darker Days.
Sorry, yes. I am familiar with that for that reason. Yeah, I saw them on there and had to look them up.
Yes. A full-strength pale lager with a soft, elegant texture and a balanced symphony of malts and hops, originally from Dortmund, 5.5%.
This is the biggest beer we've had today then. 5.5%, I believe. 1.9, I think it will be.
Special moment. One thing I have to say is we spoke to Burnley about the order, and Hud went with the one he was comfortable with. But I'd have to say with these beers, different different taste, flavor profiles, and different coloring and all that sort of stuff. Like, you don't go, oh, this tastes weird. Like, I feel like it's still a true representation on how they should taste.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. That's a credit to someone. I don't know who.
Well, yeah. But I was I Googled and it's like, and I was like, what is the best order to drink like a beer tasting paddle in? And everyone does it differently. But I kind of got it like, I think I was listening to a podcast and someone asked like a whiskey expert, what's the best way to drink whiskey? And it's like, however you drink it.
Yeah.
Whether you drink it neat, on the rocks, bloody, with water splashed in, however you drink it is the right way. And that's like with beer, I guess it's like whichever order we drink it in is the right order. Because there's no like defined
Yeah, but I have to say,
A to Z.
I think what I'm saying is like the German style beers probably lend themselves to be drunk together. Whereas if you did IPAs and got it wrong, you'd have a tough time. If you drank
if you went like into a double red IPA and then went into like a
Nipa.
a Nipa, the Nipa would taste like bloody something that.
Well,
isn't
yeah,
very
because
good.
it's usually like a lighter fruit in the Nipa when you go in from richer dark malts in the red. Yeah, it would cross contaminate the taste buds.
Yeah, but it's just something
gave you my
I noticed that they all go well. But I just hope that there's like a last mystery can that is another gozer. Absolutely delicious.
It's not actually our highest rated beer so far.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, what?
Sorry. I poured that yours really bad, so you can have the rest of the can.
Okay, thank you. Well, it was worth it then.
To be fair. Yeah.
Good stuff. What have we got? Let's have a little smell.
Well, this is quite different to most of the beers we've had.
Yeah, so doing it, I can read you some stuff on. After this, we better get into Oktoberfest because I bloody wrote some stuff.
Oh.
Well, ChatGPT wrote some stuff and I copied and pasted.
I was going to say, I thought this was it. I'm wearing the get up. I thought we were having Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Oktoberfest starts after the next beer.
Okay, all right.
A Dortmunder export lager, often simply referred to as a Dortmunder export, is a traditionally German lager style originating from the city of Dortmund. It is characterized by its pale golden color, moderate hop bitterness, and a balanced malt sweetness. Dortmunder export lagers typically have a clean and crisp flavor profile with a noticeable malt presence that provides a gentle sweetness and hints of bread or biscuit-like flavors. The hop bitterness, though moderate, provides a subtle counterbalance to the malt, resulting in a well-rounded and highly drinkable beer. It's known for its smooth and refreshing qualities, making it a classic choice for those who enjoy a clean, easy-drinking lager with a touch of malt complexity.
So in other words, the people that like to just sit there and drink lagers but actually want it to taste good. Like taste like something after you've had a few. Because this is exactly that. It's great.
And what's the football team? Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. Yeah.
Hey, what do you reckon? You
Yeah.
happy with
Do you
that?
know what colour jerseys they wear?
I would say black
Purple.
and white as a guess.
Black and yellow.
Oh, black
So
and yellow.
the thing with they play at Signal Iduna Park, but I think that's still true. Unless
I do not know.
it's like one of those ones where it's like whoever.
Zach.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones where whoever sponsors it, but it's Westfalen Stadion in Dortmund, and they're known for the yellow wall. So
Is that a really good urinal?
Man, I love to have a piss there.
Yeah, jeez, I could see Michelle pissing there.
It's, I might be able to put it on the video if people want to see it, but it's essentially it's on almost vertical stand behind the home goal, it's at one of the ends, and it's just everyone wearing yellow and black.
So don't stand
Yeah.
up too quickly.
And they do some of the best tifos, they're called. They're like the big kind of posters that they put up behind the goal.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I always wondered about that. Like they pass the big flags and all those
Yeah.
things. I'd hate to be a part of that because you can't see.
Yeah, no, it's only pre-game. Like, look at that. That's
Yeah,
insanity.
yeah, that's cool.
Or they'll do it like this, so you get into your seat. So this is what happened when I went and saw Atletico Madrid play Bayern at their old stadium. They since moved. But you sat down and there was like a coloured bit of A3 paper, essentially.
On your seat.
And at one point, they were like, everyone stand up and put it above your head. And then they, like I saw on social media later, it was like this photo and everyone's holding up and created this huge bit of art.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And you were part of it.
I was part of
Yeah,
it.
it's awesome. I know this isn't a Locked On Clippers podcast, but I know with the new Intuit Dome, they're sort of doing a similar thing. They're having like, at each end, they're having like the wall style thing.
Yeah.
And the angled seating is actually so everyone's quite close and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to that. That's cool.
Well, like I know LAFC, when they built their stadium, have like at one end, it's all standing room only and it's like
Yeah.
kind of quite
Yeah.
vertical.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. And they are, there is a portion of it that is standing room only or something, but it's quite close.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, you know, normally those seats would be like $1,000 each, but because it's standing, it's a lot cheaper.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Into it.
Really?
Dome.
And
Yes.
sorry, just back on the beer. Give me a 4. I really enjoy it.
Yep.
There is like hop bitterness at the end. It's almost like the anti-cold IPA to a point. Because you think like a cold IPA, we always say, oh, cool, it's hop at the start and then it wears off like a lager. This is lager at the start and hop bitterness at the end.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that actually. I thought with your story and the way you were attacking it so aggressively, I was like, oh, good. But
Oh,
you're
no,
right.
I'm excited.
You are excited. Yeah, sorry, not aggressive. Gracie does everything aggressively for those at home.
Yeah.
Um,
Every door hinge sees him
Oh, yeah,
coming
but I
and they're
forgot to
like, fuck.
Hansel Gratzel.
What?
yes, that's true. And also,
That's a joke.
yes, but also
Attempted one.
as far as Gracie doing things aggressively, it was him that broke the door handle.
Yeah,
And I took credit for it because I said he won't get as mad at me.
and I was like, Simo doesn't have the strength for this.
Oh,
Score your beer. you-
Back
I will. So the other thing I was going to talk
Haven't had
about,
any of it yet.
and we could probably go on a bit of a tangent, is speaking of the wall and that sort of stuff and visual effects in stadium, the Sphere,
Yes.
Las Vegas. I looked into that a little bit more.
Hard
That
Vegas.
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's some of the coolest shit.
Look that up if you haven't. U2 were the first and only musical acts.
Yeah,
to-
so I think they're playing 25 shows and they're playing all
Yes.
the songs off their album Achtung Baby.
Yeah,
if
so
we want to go German.
Yeah, so the only bad thing about the Las Vegas Sphere is the fact that you two are playing.
YouTube.
The YouTube.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I think I put in the group. I was like, check out the Sphere. How sick's this? And it's incredible. And then you're hearing the music. It's like, oh, they used to be good. I reckon.
Yeah.
And I have 2 questions. Do you know the capacity?
I could probably find that.
The other is once you look it up and see they can make it look like anything from the outside, and of course I want it to look like a big.
So
arse.
seating capacity of the
Absolutely.
venue is 17,600 and can be expanded to a standing capacity of 20,000.
Jeez, when someone hacks it, I wonder what they're going to turn it into.
Now
That's all I-
the thing is,
I love that they've like made it an eye, and like the basketball for summer league, and for this Achtung Baby thing. They've got it's like a space, like an astronaut's helmet, but it's a baby's face.
So hang on, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be music. So it can be stadium around and something in the middle. Is that right?
No, well, it's like all indoors. No.
But from the concert I saw, it looked like it was a half.
Yeah.
Is that all it is?
Amphitheater.
Or can it host other things?
I can't pronounce amphitheater. Amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
Yeah, no, I think it's like that amphitheater style.
Okay, that's all right. I was wondering what sport it could host, or if it could.
That one, the one where they play chasies. What is
Squash!
it? No, not.
No, but you could because it's an amphitheater.
yeah,
It's
like
at the wall.
like tag, like professional tag.
Yeah,
or
you know
whatever.
how you guys were watching that for a while. I don't know.
No, we were watching
kabaddi.
Kabaddi.
What's that? Isn't that like chasies?
No, it's Indian
it
British
was,
Bulldog.
It was almost like British Bulldog
Oh, you
mixed
tackle
with
each other.
dodgeball. Like it was like you've got to go over and tag the other team, but if they grab you and pin you, you're out.
So we only learnt about it because we were looking up the most.
Watch sports.
Was it watch or no?
It was like the
financially
highest grossing
highest
leagues.
grossing leagues in the world, and we were looking at A League, and we're like, what's the National Kabaddi League that was above A League? And it turned out it was that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Australia had a team, and former Hawthorn Premiership star Campbell Brown was the captain.
Of course he was.
We weren't very good.
Yeah,
Oh
not fair.
dear. But yeah, definitely look up the Sphere.
So they're planning to build one in Stratford
Vegas.
in East London as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, geez, London.
So
London-
MSG built it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Probably from all their money from the forum.
Yeah,
That
Madison Square Garden Company.
Seeing
Steve Ballmer
when you
bought that
see
as well.
it, and you see like the way it's, I
God,
guess.
he's got some money, doesn't he?
Yeah,
James Dolan still owns. He founded and owns Madison Square Garden Sports Corporation.
But it's so weird. Someone who's so good at business is so
dumb.
at basketball.
The Knicks.
Well,
You mean like creating a team?
creating a team, like
Yeah.
as far as the marketing, like that they will always be the biggest team in New York. But like as far as a winning team, yeah. Anyway, sorry, Graps.
So the art around it, that if you look this up, everyone you'll see as well. I
The
guess
art around what?
so like
The sphere.
the sphere. Like when you're inside,
Yeah.
I guess it can change as much as they want and can be whatever they want it to be.
Yeah,
Is
so
that
it's
correct?
like the whole inside wall, internal walls are LED screens, and the whole external walls are LED screens. So it's like the world's largest LED screen on the outside, and then the second largest on the inside.
Because like, I'm sure we all have seen a band that has like a screen backdrop with
Yeah.
things on it, but I'm just thinking about.
Have you seen the videos of U2s?
Yeah, but I'm thinking
like
about
landscapes and shit. And like I saw a first video, I was like, how sick's this amphitheater in the middle of the desert? And then I was like, oh wait,
Yeah.
that's a screen.
Yeah.
Now, as much as it wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea, but you have to admit, imagine getting a metal band in there with all that imagery, like that sort of like
Well, I
horror
think-
movie
but-
style imagery would look incredible.
Oh, I think
on that.
any of them would look
Any
incredible. Like if you
would,
do it well,
but-
but like. Yeah, like it's just like
Endless possibilities.
but it's so crisp and clear as well. Like
Yeah.
you think with screens that big, it'd be shit. But what was it? The budget was 1.2 billion, and they hit 2.8 or something.
Yeah.
That's why no one in Australia.
Oh,
will
good
ever
on
build
good
it.
on them for going for it because
It's
they
sick.
could have built it and went, oh well, no, we're gonna have to cut corners. We're like, no, this is what we want. I also think that it would take such skill to like the aspect ratios and that sort of thing. Like it's a curved screen. Like how do you, I don't know, coordinate or
All the video would be developed just for that. Like
Yeah.
that YouTube visuals wouldn't be
No.
if you went and saw it.
yeah,
saw them at
for
MSG.
sure. Do you know who I would like to see seeing all those visuals? And I don't know how familiar you guys are. Tool.
No.
Oh, no, I'm familiar with Tool, but not their visual.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, so a lot of their stuff, like their album art is huge, and their visual and all the like. If you look at a Tool film clip, you feel like you're traveling somewhere else. Like it would be pretty hectic.
The best album art I've ever seen is Czarface,
Okay, yeah.
a rapper. He did a lot of stuff with MF Doom.
Uh-huh.
It's all like repurposed comic books.
Yeah,
like it
cool.
looks like, but like redone.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Look that up.
Yeah. Anyway, next bit.
Yeah, and then we'll.
Before we get into
you
it,
gotta
Oktoberfest. Write me a brief history of Oktoberfest in 3 paragraphs, ChatGPT. No worries, Hudson. I'll do that for you right now. Oktoberfest, the world-famous beer festival held annually in Munich, Germany, has a rich history dating back to 1810. The event was originally conceived as a celebration of the October 12th wedding of Crown Prince Ludwig, who later became King Ludwig I, to Princess Therese of Saxony-Hildburghausen. The festivities took place in the fields outside of Munich's city gates and included horse races, parades, and various forms of entertainment. The citizens of Munich enjoyed the celebration so much that it was decided to make it an annual event, giving birth to what we now know as Oktoberfest. Over the years, Oktoberfest evolved, with the focus shifting from horse races to beer and food. Good shift.
Agreed.
In 1818, the first beer stands and small beer tents were introduced, setting the stage for the beer-centric celebration that Oktoberfest is famous for today. These early beer tents eventually grew into the large and elaborate beer halls and gardens that we see today, with each of Munich's major breweries operating its own tent. The festival's popularity continued to grow, attracting visitors from around the world, and it became an integral part of Bavarian culture. Today, Oktoberfest is one of the world's largest and most famous beer festivals, drawing millions of visitors each year. It typically runs for 16 to 18 days, beginning in late September and extending into the first weekend of October. Visitors come to enjoy a wide variety of traditional Bavarian beers, delicious food like sausages and pretzels, live music, and the festive atmosphere. Oktoberfest has also inspired similar celebrations in cities worldwide, making it a symbol of German culture and hospitality that transcends borders.
Yeah, absolutely it does. There's a few locals that are doing it. So Bridge Road are doing a Oktoberfest, and Thirsty Crow do one as well.
Burnley do one. I think.
Burnley do
Thirsty
one.
Devil will do one this year.
Yeah, okay.
But, Bridge Roads has been pretty
Popular.
famous.
Yeah, would sell out pretty quickly, I reckon. I was going to, Marcella asked, she was like, do you want to go? And I'm like, oh, I don't know if that sort of environment is a good idea.
No, yes, you've got to go.
No, just
What's
only...
the hesitancy?
No, so the thing...
Hey?
Why are you hesitant?
No, because I think, I just write myself off.
Nah, you
Yeah, but drinking culture in Europe is so much different to Australia.
However, now having these beer styles, I reckon I could bloody handle a day out. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
bit,
it's sort of-
different to our usual thing.
Yeah, I think that's sort of what I was thinking.
So the Hofbrau tent has a capacity of almost 10,000 seats.
That's insane.
It's not your standard bloody BCF six-man tent, is it?
No, it's not.
Still
I'll tell
couldn't
you
get a
what. How much are they charging for that bloody marquee, eh? Yeah, how much you charging? Very good.
Augsburg is the one I was... Augustina Brau. That was the one I went to, the Augustina Brewery. That was the
cool.
other tent I went to. And, you can see here some of the facades on them. They go all out. It's legit.
Yeah.
It's
No, it seems-
fucking legit.
It's fucking legit.
What beer do we have to finish up with?
Lowenbrau.
Smirnoff Ice.
Zero alcohol.
Hold on, I got to put Simo's scores in because he finally scored it. 3.
That's probably a little unfair looking at it.
Harsh sign.
Nah, can we change it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Go. I'll talk. I will talk now. Bohemian Pilsner to finish.
Now, I did not...
17%.
I did not think it would be finishing with the Pilsner. But here
No,
we
so
are.
the Bohemian Pilsner apparently has quite a high IBU.
Okay.
So this one's with Seeker Brewing, made famous
Seeker.
from our Beercast number 48.
Very recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So SARS, and more SARS. This refreshing Pilsner is made to showcase the finest lager hop in the world. Originally from Pilsen in Germany, ABV 5.1%. So,
As advertised as high because it tells me I'm going to get SARS.
but can you taste the SARS?
We'll see.
Sorry, that tickled me.
Tickled me right on the SARS.
Right on the SARS glands.
I don't know why I just gave you my glass. Again.
Right on the
That's all right.
SARS glands.
Have some of me bloody juices.
Gosh. There's been bloody plenty of juices today, I'll tell you what. Juicy beer, juicy
spat all over me.
knuckles. Oh, you got that one. I spat on you heaps more. Juicy sausages.
They've just been spitting on
When
you.
you watch this back, you realise every time you're not looking, he's just like...
Yeah.
No, so I think Gratz... Well,
We know someone who does that when they drink.
Well, both of you could probably speak to this. So when you when you're having a bit of a drink,
Yes, sorry, thank you.
you get a bit of liquid on your mo, and then you're not even spitting, you're just forcing air, and then the
Flapping
yeah,
around.
you know.
Like it's almost like a bloody playing card on the spokes of your bike. It's
Yeah.
beer on your mustache.
Anyway, very good. It is.
Anyway.
Good reference. Let's have a go at this one. Oh, see, I could drink a bloody
Million.
44-gallon drum of those. Absolutely. That's delicious.
It's pretty spot on.
So, Hutto, the order that you served these in was in IBU.
Yes. So
Okay.
international bitterness units
Yeah.
from low to high. And as I said, so I couldn't find the IBUs of each beers specifically.
Yeah.
So I just went average IBU of a Bohemian Pilsner.
Yeah, well, it seemed to go quite well.
Like this is, like despite the colour and the taste profile, it's probably the most bitter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, particularly after.
They're coming from...
Is that number 4?
They're getting deeper and deeper.
They
They're
are.
starting
That
to get chunky. There's a bit of pork knuckle and kransky in each burp.
Yeah, but almost
Speaking
like
of flavour profile.
But the food's that good. It's like maybe you should burp with your mouth open. So
Bring
you
it
get some
back.
of that scent. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Do you want-
You do you. Whatever.
is that Simo? Simo's been watching too much Billions and started getting those weird fetishes like
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti's character.
That's-
He's like, burp in my face.
That is a great show. You should
Great
get on
show.
that.
All I know is the scene that Triple H is in, and I have no other context.
Yeah. So would you like me to give you the context of that scene?
Yeah.
Time to play the
So
game.
they could have done it differently, but what it was a really controversial move. They were like, basically, we need to do this in order to do that, blah, blah, blah.
How
And
would
they were
you
like,
do it?
how would you do it? And then they were like, well, they went to Triple H. They're like, we need to create optics. So, but they were doing something legal, and it was like something's going on over here, but then something disappears into the distance. So essentially, Triple H gave them the the storyline for it. They're like, well, this is going to be your heel, this is going to be your hero, and this is how you do it.
Babyface.
Babyface. Okay, there you go. Sorry,
But yeah.
whatever. But yeah,
You got heel.
I actually didn't mind it. I
Yeah.
didn't mind it. It was
It was the least weird addition. Like,
Okay.
you know the episode where, like, KD's in it? It's like, this was unnecessary.
Yeah, but also like Triple H is probably a better actor.
Well, I mean, he's an actor.
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Like,
Do you know
his job,
what? Sorry. His job is to, I guess,
Act.
pretend that,
he hates everyone.
Do you know why his name is Triple H?
Because his name is
Hunter.
Henry. His name is Henry. All three of them.
Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay.
When he started, he was the American Blue Blood. He was like in like 1996, and he was this pompous. He spoke with like a British accent, like posh as well.
Oh.
He's from Greenwich, Connecticut.
In the
I am going to beat the fuck out
Yeah,
of you.
and then when-
Absolutely,
and then-
no doubt.
Then when Stone Cold and The Rock were like, how cool are these guys? He had to sort of become a bit cooler, and he was just like got a bit more straight, hard edge, and was Triple H.
I will absolutely strike you in a moment.
in the show, they're like Paul Giamatti's character's talking to all his colleagues, and he's like, "Oh, I've got a guest," basically, and plays the music, and he walks into the office. That was cool. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Cool.
But I didn't know what was going on because I was like, what is this
But you
music?
can hear Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure whether the music was like in the show and there was going to be a transition. Then he walked in. I'm like, oh, okay, very good. But yeah, it was actually it was quite good. It's quite good. It's a good show, Gratz. Good show.
Now, I'm
Please
not
give
sure.
this beer an untapped score so I can.
I'm not sure what the ratings will say for the whole thing, but I still think my two favorite beers were the Goza and
You're fucking changing everything. My God.
which one was it? The dark. Oh, Schwarzbier.
Fuck it.
Schwarzbier.
Me?
You.
What? I didn't change. I'm writing them for the first time.
No, you're not.
No, here down here.
First time.
Oh, did I miss rating one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Somehow Simo's rated 9 beers and we had 8.
He was worried we weren't going to have enough beers, and he created one in his mind.
Who knows?
Now, Simo, we're dressed up. Do you want to go to the pub after this?
Yes.
I actually do, but I can't.
Yeah.
I shan't.
I shan't. I shan't. Also, I'm gonna go home and do some bit of cleaning. I don't mind doing a bit of cleaning when I got a buzz
Isn't that
on.
sad that we do this? Like, I got to go home and meal prep for the week.
Look at all
Yeah, I don't mind it though, because like you're not really there. You're kind of somewhere else.
And you'll have a little sneaky beer while you're doing it.
Yeah, a little sneaky beer while I'm doing it. I'll tell you what. I don't.
Yeah.
I know this is a Burnley bloody podcast here, but I tell you what, Carlsberg bloody half-litre beers at Aldi, $11 for a 4-pack. Catch you later.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that is it. So, needless to say, I bought a few of those. And quite good.
In honour of that 2016 grand final, I always get some German Hofbrauhaus Hefeweizen beers for the grand final that are always there at Aldi for $15 a 6-pack every year.
So give me what you bought a barrels bought a barrels system that'll be online. What was your favourite beer according to Untapped in your mind? What did you enjoy the most?
Well, it's a bummer because I thought the Goza.
Okay.
But I don't know if I rated it as such.
So you gave the Goza and the last two, the Dortmunder and the Bohemian Pilsners, the highest scores. You gave them all 4s.
Okay.
Zach?
The Goza or the Schwarzbier?
Schwarzbier, you gave 4.25 and you gave the Goza a 4
Okay.
along with a couple others. And then I would have said the Schwarzbier was my favourite and I gave it 4.5 and gave a few 4.25s. I was very liberal with my scoring today.
Yeah,
but
nice.
they were good.
They were really good.
So I've actually got all the numbers here ready to go if you guys...
Honestly, I like doing this at the end of it. I really do.
Make sure you check the score breakdowns on borderbarrelspodcast.com to get all your information.
Not AU.
No, just .com. We're international, mate.
We are international.
Let me clear and Burnley Brewing. So according to the Border Barrels review system,
Brian Batonti's Border Barrels.
the Schwarzbier is an 8. It came 8th, sorry.
Wow.
Leipziger goes 11th. Märzen, 13th. Bohemian Pilsner, 15th. Dunkel, 27th. Dortmunder, 31st. Crystal Weizen, 38th. Rauschweizen, 46th.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, cool. It is pretty good. But overall, as a pack, bloody number 1 pack. That's excellent. I reckon.
Incredible.
Do you want the Untapped scores?
I like to do it. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to do it again next year.
Yeah, bloody oath we can. Right. We have, for Untapped scores, Schwarzbier, 29th. Dortmunder, 45th. Leipziger Goza, 56th. Märzen, 57th. Bohemian Pilsner, 58th. Dunkel, 68th. Rauschweizen, 80th. And Crystal Weizen, 82nd.
How many beers we have now, though? It
Like
must be
that,
close to
yeah.
100.
That, we are at 88.
It's scary though, because it's like, oh man, I don't remember. I've had 88 beers, and then the other beers. Oh goodness me. But that's an excellent pack, and you said it was a 4th or 5th?
5th.
5th. Well, well done to Burnley Brewing. It's an excellent idea, and it's a really good quality pack, really good value. Thank you very much
Bloody oath
for
it
that. We thoroughly enjoyed it. So
We love you,
definitely.
Burnley.
We do. Brewing. Nah, well done. But yeah, we'll be back next week with some more beers. I think it's Hutto's turn.
It
next
is,
week.
and I've already got my brewery.
All right, yeah. Oh, actually, yes, I may have.
Simo has seen them.
And it is
Sent it.
it is dangerous.
Yeah, I did say get a lift
Oh,
because there shan't be any driving.
Absolutely.
okay.
After only 3.
Yes.
Oh,
very
two,
good.
so.
All right. Well, we will we'll pack things up here and enjoy a few more pretzels. But yeah, thank you to Burnley Brewing. This has
He
gone
was
too long.
worried about not enough beer.
Catch you later, boy.